AI isn't coming in the future. It's already rewriting your life. Right now, in 2025, it's shaping your job prospects, your privacy, your creativity, even the decisions you think you're making on your own. And the truth is, most people have no idea how deep this goes. We will expose the shocking truth about AI in 2025, the breakthroughs that border on magic, and the dangers that border on insanity. We'll reveal the one thing tech giants don't want you to know about their friendly AI, and the crucial lesson that could protect your future. Stay until the end. Your understanding of the world depends on it. Forget quiet research labs. The development of AI is now a global corporate war, and the stakes are everything. This is an arms race, fueled by money and data on a scale we've never seen. But here's the controversial part. While they promise democratization, they're building walled gardens. Their goal isn't to share power, it's to consolidate it. Your data is the fuel, and you might not have a say in how it's used. And the breakthroughs? They're happening in secret. Microsoft simulating proteins to cure diseases we thought were incurable. AI systems that don't just predict, but reason. Some experts whisper we're closer to artificial general intelligence than anyone will publicly admit.
The tech industry should somehow install what he termed maternal instincts into superintelligent AI, so they'll protect humans like mothers protect their babies.
They've been saying, we have to stay in control of these AIs. We've somehow got to be stronger than them. We've got to be dominant and they've got to be submissive. That's not going to work. We have to make it so that when they're more powerful than us and smarter than us, they still care about us.
The question is, who gets to control a godlike intelligence first?
AI is giving search superpowers. Search is going beyond information to intelligence to help you truly ask anything. And people are loving it. AI Overviews is one of the most successful launches in search in the past decade. And as more people use AI Overviews, something really interesting happens. They're increasingly happier with their results and they search more often. In our biggest markets like the US and India, AI Overviews are driving over 10% growth in the types of queries that show them relative to if we don't. And what's particularly exciting is how this growth increases over time. Now, for those who want an end-to-end AI search experience, meet AI Mode, which we're beginning to roll out to everyone in the US. AI Mode is a total reimagining of search. It expands what AI Overviews can do with more advanced reasoning and multimodality, as well as conversational follow-ups available as a new tab directly in search.
Software engineering has always been about having the right tools to bring your ideas to life, continually perfect and craft and tame complexity. AI has become so central to how we code. And that's why we're open sourcing Copilot in VS Code. We're really excited about this. This is a big deal. Starting today, we will integrate these AI-powered capabilities directly into the core of VS Code, bringing them into the same open source repo that powers the world's most loved dev tool. This is the next big step forward, which is a full coding agent built right into GitHub, taking Copilot from being a pair programmer to a peer programmer. You can assign issues to Copilot, bug fixes, new features, code maintenance, and it'll complete these tasks autonomously. And today, I'm super excited that it's now available to all of you.
The biggest trend isn't a better chatbot, it's the creation of digital slaves. These are AI agents. They don't just answer questions, they take action. They can code, manage finances, even run entire business processes. This isn't automation. This is the birth of a new digital workforce. And it begs a terrifying question. If they can do all this, what's left for us?
To the CEO of Amazon, telling the company's employees that some of their jobs will be replaced by AI and that Amazon's workforce is expected to shrink in the coming years as AI's role expands. Our chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, is here with the story. I don't know how good of news this is for, physical employees.
Right.
Rebecca,
I mean, good morning, Michael. Hey, guys. And this is big news, and it's unsettling news for a lot of people listening. In a message to employees, Andy Jassy, the CEO of Amazon, writing that the tech giant will need fewer people doing some of the jobs that are being done today and more people doing other types of jobs, and that Amazon will reduce its total corporate workforce in the next few years. Amazon is already using generative AI to do everything from improving inventory placement to forecasting demand to cutting costs and delivery times. You experience some of this as a customer, but in the future, according to Jassy, those AI agents will be teammates. The technology is now your teammate in the future.
Well, it sounds like this is a growing trend, though.
It is, and we've heard this now from Meta, we've heard it from Microsoft. Like I said, it is deeply unsettling as a human.
But to unlock this power, they need new hardware. And here's the conspiracy. The old rules of computing are dead. Companies are building custom silicon, chips designed for one thing and one thing only, AI. This isn't about making your laptop faster. This is about building a new nervous system for the planet. And the companies who own the silicon will control the flow of intelligence itself. They're building the rails, and we're just along for the ride.
First time on the show, Scale AI founder and CEO Alexander Wang. His company provides accurately labeled data to help companies train their AI tools. And back in 2022, he became the youngest self-made billionaire in the world. Pretty amazing.
Thanks for having me on.
I want to go straight to what we were just talking about off camera, which is the idea of where the U.S. is on AI versus China, because you have some very surprising statistics that I think will probably, frankly, freak out some of the viewers.
So, yeah, first of all, the AI race and the AI war between U.S. and China, I think, is one of the most important issues of today. We took out a full-page ad on the Washington Post on Tuesday saying that, America must win the AI war. And so this sort of relative race in AI between the U.S. and China is critical. Today, we released Humanity's Last Exam, which is a new evaluation or benchmark of AI models that we produced by getting, math, physics, biology, chemistry professors to provide the hardest questions they could possibly imagine that are relevant to their recent research to really put the test to the models. To give you a sense, no model is getting above 10% on this test. That being said, what we found is that DeepSeek, which is the leading Chinese AI lab, their model is actually the top performing or roughly on par with the best American models, which are O1.
Before we show you the darkness, you have to see the light, and it is breathtaking. This is the promise. AI is giving us superpowers, 10x productivity, personalized education that adapts to every child, scientific discoveries at a pace that would have taken centuries. It is solving problems we thought were forever out of our reach. This isn't hype. This is a genuine miracle. But like all powerful tools, it has a devastating edge. Now, the truth they hope you'll ignore.
One of the questions was, 2 years ago, you said you thought prompt injection was a solvable problem, and you still feel that way. And this was an acquaintance of both of ours, Daniel Miesler, asked this question. And Sam, who was sitting right there in front of us, was like, I think we can get to 95%, and we're not there yet. But right now, I think he changed his tune a little bit that, prompt injection is going to be around for a long, long time.
I think the problem is that, when your mom posted those pictures in that newspaper, she probably couldn't have ever imagined that we could reverse your face using an AI tool.
That is so true.
You know what I mean? You were in middle school.
Yeah.
And it was able to find your baby face.
I know.
With
That's the scary
no
thing.
beard, no stubble, no glasses, your hair is different. You're like 3'5". You're like as tall as I am. You're little, you know what I
know.
mean? And it reversed back. And I think the youngest picture that it was able to capture of you, you were in like 5th grade.
Yeah.
I don't think they could have imagined how quickly and how salient these tools would be to use AI to find your face across the internet.
Yeah.
We just kind of thought like, it's a picture of a kid. Like people put stuff in the newspaper all the time. Who cares?
Now, the truth they hope you'll ignore. The bias is not a bug. It's a feature of the data it's trained on. These systems are silently discriminating on a global scale, judging accents, writing styles, and cultures. They are codifying the prejudices of their creators.
I remember the first time that I was acutely aware that this AI reverse image searching thing was going to be a problem.
Right.
We were at Bonefish Grill. This was 2 years ago now. I was Bonefish, and we were with Ryan Montgomery, ethical hacker, Ryan Montgomery.
Yeah.
And he came up and he was like, hey man, let's get a photo. Mm-hmm. And at the time I wasn't really doing a ton on the channel. So I was like, oh, you know, he probably just wants to be photo. We took a photo, and then 2 minutes later he came up to me and he goes, yo, is this your Instagram? And it was like an Instagram, my magic Instagram.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, and this is you in the local paper, and this is all. And I was like, I did not know that this was possible. And obviously in the last 2 years, AI has just, I mean, the progress that we've made has just
it's shocking.
Skyrocketed. And it's scary, it's terrifying, but it's also very cool.
Your privacy is an illusion. AI can now mimic anyone's voice, their face, their writing style. The very concept of truth is under attack. How do you know this video isn't a deepfake? How do you know your loved one is really calling you for help?
You cloned my voice.
I did.
And what I would love to do is for you to call some of my friends, ask them a super simple question, and see if they even question the fact that they're talking to an AI and that it's not actually me.
We could absolutely do that.
All right.
It's scary. So what we're going to do is I'm going to spoof your phone number.
Okay.
So,
just real quick, explain what that means for everybody, though.
Yes. So spoofing your phone number means it's going to show up on their caller ID. So one of the really interesting things about spoofing right now is they're kind of clamping down on it. They're making it harder to do. If I spoof a phone number and that phone number is not in your contact list, it says spam likely or scam likely, depending on who you use. Mm-hmm. If it is in your contact list, it throws up the person's picture and their name, and for all intents and purposes, it looks just like you're really calling. So it's kind of horrifying. It looks like it's going to be really you.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
Actually, I think before we even call my friends, I would love for you to call 7 so that we can demonstrate what it looks like on the receiving end of it, that it's not a spam call, that it will be my actual contact.
I can do that.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh
no
my gosh.
way.
Oh, that's so cool. Can I pick it up?
Yeah, pick it up.
Hello.
Hey.
My heart is beating out of my chest right now. I'm so nervous about this for some reason. It's so scary to me.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hey man, sorry, can you remind me of what our middle school mascot was? I'm trying to remember, but drawing a blank.
The Eagles, I believe.
Got it.
And the biggest fear? Obsolescence. Not from killer robots, but from quiet efficiency. Why hire a team of 10 when an AI agent can do the work of 50? So how do we survive this? We don't stop it. We can't. We learn to harness it without losing ourselves. Lesson 1, human in the loop. AI must be a tool, not an oracle. The final decision, the ethical judgment, must always be ours. Blind trust is a recipe for disaster. Lesson 2, question everything. Assume bias. Verify outputs. The onus is on us to be critical thinkers now more than ever. The age of passive consumption is over. And the most controversial lesson of all? We need regulation. Not to stifle innovation, but to prevent a dystopian free-for-all. The rules of this new game must be written for humanity, by humanity, before it's too late. So here we stand, at the crossroads between a utopia of abundance and a dystopia of control. AI is the mirror. It will reflect both our greatest hopes and our deepest fears. This conversation isn't just for technologists. It's for everyone. It's for you. Your voice, your skepticism, your demand for ethical technology is the most powerful counterbalance we have. So I need to know, where do you stand? Are you an optimist or a pessimist? What's the most shocking use of AI you've seen? Argue in the comments below. Let's get uncomfortable. Let's have the real conversation. If you have the courage to face what's coming, subscribe and hit the bell, because this is just the beginning. Thanks for watching. Stay aware.